Hello guys, welcome back to Life Like Igloo. That's me, I'm Igloo. You may be wondering why we're in my kitchen. We have not been in my kitchen before on my channel. So, let me explain. But before I do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment for my new budding channel so that you can show your support for me because I'm worth supporting. I mean, just look at this lion's mane. That alone is worth supporting. I'm gonna be doing videos solely based on my hair. In fact, I already have. But anyway, yes, all of that. So the reason, one more thing. Don't forget to stream my wife's music, Sticky Bunny Weird. My favorite's probably Pretty Fake or Crossed Fire. Try both those songs, at least. Enjoy. Anyway, so the reason Igloo is in his kitchen today is because I'm talking about tea. Specifically, Ugandan tea and my perception of it as a British man. And as a British man, I am of course the authority on tea, despite the fact that tea doesn't actually grow in the UK and it's always imported from somewhere like where I am right now. So really, that's just, what do you call it? Colonization. So anyway, I still like a good bit of tea, and my favorite one from the UK is PG Tips, and sadly, the quantity I brought with me has ran out. So all I have now is the tea you can buy in Uganda. So I'm doing a little bit of a review. I'm going to make some tea of this particular type and just give you my thoughts on it and how it compares to the tea we get in the UK. I'm actually going to sit down for that. First, I got to make the tea. So yeah, let's do that. There we go. I'm boiling the kettle in the background, so apologies in advance if there's any noise. And as you can see, I'm actually doing 2 cups of tea because my wife loves a good bit of tea as well. And if you're wondering why they're cups of different sizes, it's because of inequality. You get it? I hope so. My darling wifey likes 2 heap sugars plus a little extra sprinkle. And for this big mug, I do 4 sugars, which is, my family would think I'm a maniac, but I do like a good bit of sweet tea. Plus the Keracher Gold tea, which is actually Kenyan tea. We're in Uganda, but a lot of the good tea comes from Kenya. Oh, and one thing worth mentioning as well is that the UK tea I'm talking about isn't actually from the UK, it's from Kenya. The PG Tips, they import it from Kenya, which is actually where Keracher Gold comes from as well. So, you know they're coming from a similar place. I'll insert some B-roll of the kettle boiling as well. The method I do is quite simple. Some people actually put, all of this stuff in first, like they put the milk in and the bag in and the sugar in all at the same time. That seems insane to me because I want the sugar to dissolve in the hot water and then add the milk after. Here's the nice bag of milk. Darling white collects only a small amount of milk. Here you go, my darling. I'm now taking the tea to the other room where I'm actually continuing the filming. Ta-da! None of that scented. say so. Okay, so now I'm back in my normal recording spot with me lovely cup of tea. Oh, that's still really hot. So now I can actually talk to you about it and review it and compare it to British tea. Just, talk about it in general. In terms of direct comparison between a nice cup of tea, a nice cuppa from the UK, and a cup of chai from Uganda, depending on the tea, I would actually pretty much rate them about the same. I would say maybe the PG Tips tea I have in the UK is just ever so slightly better because I like a strong tea, and that's really, really strong in those pyramid tea bags. And I miss the shape as well. I'm quite nostalgic for it. They're very iconic. If you're British and in Uganda, I've been living here for almost a year now, and I've tried various different brands of tea to see which compare, and I've only found one which matches up, like in terms of quality and value and actually just producing a good cup of tea, and that is the one I made a cup of tea of earlier, which is Kericho Gold, which is a Kenyan tea. There's also two other brands that I've used here. One is Uganda tea, which is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. The other one I want to mention, me and my wife made a video of things to avoid in Kampala, or things you need to be cautious of. I should have mentioned this tea, Mukwano tea. It is the worst thing I have ever drank. These tea bags are, they just came apart. They vaguely smell of maybe tea, maybe something, but it's honestly, if you imagine someone who's just sweeping their porch free of dust, and they thought, oh, I'll start a business from bagging this porch dust and selling it as tea. That's what these are like. It's like actual dust, worst of the worst of the worst. So avoid Mukwano. The brand Mukwano in Uganda is, generally speaking, pretty bad from my experience anyway. So, in fact, even the tea bags, they have the tab and stuff, but they're so weak, it's literally, you can just by holding it. Awful, bad, and I had to suffer through it for months because I hadn't found this yet. If you're a British person or anyone who just loves a good bit of tea and is coming to Uganda, definitely go for Kericho Gold, or if you're in a pinch, get Uganda tea, which has got an orange carton thing on it. Let's see if the tea is actually still very hot, so that's why I haven't been drinking it during the video. Oh, that is legitimately really, really good. And as someone who's just moved to another country, it's really, really nice to just have those comfort foods, And I just wanted to make a video on it. There's not even that much stricter purpose to this. I miss tea. Anyone of my relatives who are gonna come here, I'm gonna recommend that to them. And even if you're Ugandan, you can get my perspective of it. It might be interesting. Who knows? Let me know if there's any actually good Mukwano products. And I'm pretty sure Mukwano means love or my love or something like that. I don't love that tea. It's literal dirt, and you can tell it's just whatever it is. It's not good. It's not genuine. It's not healthy for you. When you pour hot water in it, it's not sort of golden browny orange like this tea is. It just goes grey. That's not a good sign when you pour something in and it goes grey. Maybe it's just I don't know, all of the worst sweepings after everything's already been shipped off. Who knows? Stick to this. I think that's pretty much going to be the video, guys. I haven't spoken for that long, but that's my perspective as a British person in Uganda with tea. And Uganda grows tea. Yeah, in fact, when I eventually get land here, which I'm hoping for, fingers crossed, I'm going to grow my own tea, and I would really love that. And imagine how fresh that would be, because it grows all over the place. There's tea plantations everywhere here. The rainfall is great, the nutrients in the ground is great. All the conditions are right for it. So tea is a good business here, and I'm going to be part of it. I hope, or just have my own amount of tea, my own personal supply. That would be nice. I just want to be self-sufficient with it. In fact, speaking of, I have this idea of I want to grow tea plants, I want to have a cow to have milk, and I want to grow sugarcane as well, so that I could make full cup of tea, perfect quality and everything, without relying on anyone else and not having to go anywhere or go shopping or anything. You could just have that on its own. And I like that. I like the kind of thing, like, even if you think of like, you know, some kind of nice meal or like pasta or chicken or something, you can just think of like, you just need some chickens, you need these veggies growing and all that. And that's what I'm aiming for in the long run. And this is a bit of a random diversion from just reviewing tea, but tea's inspiring. So, you know, I feel inspired. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. I think that's it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed my random ramblings about UK and African tea and random future life plans relating to tea. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, listen to my darling wifey's music, Sticky Bunny Weird, on all platforms. I prefer Spotify just because it's easy. Or YouTube. She has, where I'm actually producing lyric videos for her music at the moment. She's having lyric videos produced for her at the moment, which is good. And she's got a video out for some of the music. Go watch those on YouTube. Or listen to the music on YouTube. It's everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Life Like Igloo. I've been Igloo. The channel has been Life Like Igloo. Thank you so much. Bye bye.